그렇죠. 근데 이 안부라는 거 정말 중요한 것 같아요. 그렇기 때문에 요거는 조금 더 큰 소리로 연습해 주셨으면 좋겠습니다. 지금부터 연습 시작해 보도록 할게요. Ready? Go!
How do you go to work?
How do you go to work?
How can I go to a subway station?
How can I go to a subway station?
How are you going to meet her?
How are you going to meet her?
How did you get the concert ticket?
How did you get the concert ticket?
How did they come to the party?
How did they come to the party?
How did they come to the party? How can I get there?
How can I get there?
How can I get there? How can I get to the station?
How can I get to the station?
How do you usually go to school?
How do you usually go to school?
I go to school by bicycle.
I go to school by bicycle.
How can I get to the city hall from here?
How can I get to the city hall from here?
You can get to the city hall by subway.
You can get to the city hall by subway.
How did you travel around Europe?
How did you travel around Europe?
How did you travel around Europe? I traveled around Europe by train and cheap flight.
I traveled around Europe by train and cheap flight.
How are you doing?
How are you doing?
I'm doing good, thanks.
I'm doing good, thanks.
I'm doing good, thanks. How's your family?
How's your family?
How is your mother these days?
How is your mother these days?
How is your mother these days? How was your day today?
How was your day today?
It was fine. How about you?
It was fine. How about you?
It was fine. How about you? How are things with you?
How are things with you?
How are things with you?
열심히 연습해 보시고
How did you train Europe around Europe? How did you train around Europe?
How did you travel around Europe?
How your mother these days?
How is your mother these days?
How are you? How is you doing?
How are you doing?
How can buy ticket you? How did you buy the concert ticket?
How did you get the concert ticket?
How are you things with you?
How are things with you?
How can you usually going? How do you usually go to school?
How do you usually go to school?
How I get to city hall? How can I go to the city hall at
How can I get to the city hall from here?
how can I get to the city hall? You can get to city about subway.
You can get to the city hall by subway.
I travel and I travel around Europe by train and cheap airplane.
I traveled around Europe by train and cheap flight.
I go to school by bicycle.
I go to school by bicycle.
How did you go to work?
How do you go to work?
How do your family these days?
How's your family?
How can I get to subway station?
How can I go to a subway station?
Alright. Alright, about you? I was good. How about you?
It was fine. How about you?
How did you meet her? How are you going to meet her?
How are you going to meet her?
How are they come to party? How are they come to a party?
How did they come to the party?
I'm great, thank you. I'm doing well, thanks.
I'm doing good, thanks.
How can I get subway station?
How can I get to the station?
What? I can get there. How are I get there?
How can I get there?
How are you today? How are you today? How was about today?
How was your day today?